Welcome to MFM and the CSI FXZONE video manual for the SONIBLE SMART LIMITER. This works on Mac or PC, written for the MCU, will work on the XT, and we'll probably work on quite a few other 8-channel controllers as well. Click the link to download, drop it in your FXZONE folder and give it a go. This is not about mastering a track, this is about demonstrating how a template works. But as always, I'll be showing you things that might speed up your workflow. The track's called Wither and the band is called Beyond the Barricade. The first hotkey pulls the loudest peak to -10, keeping things reasonable, and then the second hotkey will search that peak, put a loop round it 3 seconds either side. It also creates a region for the loop, a region before and after, and a marker for the loudest point, and opens the region marker manager window. Now I'll just colour that region, make it stand out for us both. Command W closes that window. Rewind and fast forward, set the time selection for each region and zoom that. They also step forward and backward to each marker. There's the loop around the peak, that's the peak itself, and that's the section after. So this is the section I'm interested in first. Just going to add the smart limiter. The plugin button shows me all the effects on the track, selected by each rotary. If you want to center screen the plugin fascia, just tap the rotary again. I'm going to make that a 16-bar loop from the edit cursor. There's a link to the video of how to do that in the description. All my FXzones use modifiers as pages and intertwine with each other as much as possible. So the first page, no modifiers. Just faders and buttons here, faders controlling the display. But I do use select to step through program parameters of the fader, making things a lot easier to be accurate. Record down buttons are always on off buttons, just using the same parameter number as the relative fader. Gain fader was left just variable. But on the limit and the output on 7 and 8, it made sense to step from -1 through small incrementations to 0. I always assign the select buttons to do that on a fader or rotary that needs to step to a specific point like 0. The control modifier gives a crossover from all of the compressor templates where the attack and release are. Where gain is, I would normally have mix on a compressor. I personally don't want to be using mix on a limiter. It's more useful for me to have gain available on this page. The select's proving useful again for small increments on the fader. You can override them with the fader at any point, up to 100 and then back to auto. Attack steps up in 4 millisecond increments to about 60 milliseconds total, I think, and then loops back. Obviously you can make final adjustments on top of that with the fader. Let's remove the control modifier. I use shift as an alternate modifier to each page. In all the FXzone templates, zoom doubles up as the shift button, so you've got to light and see what's going on. Pressing shift also means you're now seeing the display for the rotaries and their buttons, not for the faders. You'll recognise the crossover of this layout from EQs. Additionally, on Rotary 4 you can go through all of the presets. That's also assigned to select to go through every single preset, stepping through forward and looping round. Well, that's the page using the shift modifier, which is the alternate page to the main page. Let's go back to the main page and use this. On record arm 1 is learn. I've got my LUFS set to -12, so that's listening now and displaying how close I am to that target, or not. Selecting through the presets on the other page would give you a good quick listen with just the push of a button. If you find something you like, just go on and tweak it from there. Anyway, the video is about how this template works, not about mastering. If you're using any of the compressor or EQ templates I've made, you'll see that the positions on the pages of the parameters are, wherever possible, all the same. Makes it a lot easier to learn and is the whole point to me of having a controller. If the parameters were in different places per plugin, it would be pointless to me. So click the like if you like it, click the link if you want to download it. Remember to use the vst3 version of the plugin, or you will have to modify the FXzone template. That's actually quite an easy thing to do. If you wanted to subscribe, I'm probably going to be making a lot of video manuals and downloadable templates of the plugins that I have, and I'm very likely to be making one of some plugins you have. Feel free to let me know how you get on, and thanks for watching.